Welcome back. We've told you about the Camp House in the past on Making History. It's a local coffee shop, a venue for local events, and it's a church.
And tonight, Josh Rowe sits down again with Matt Busby. He is the host of the Camp House podcast.
The Camp House moved into its current location on M.L. King Boulevard in 2014. For people who work and live in and around downtown, this became a place to meet and share ideas.
There's so many different business leaders, entrepreneurship, nonprofit leaders, city leaders, and people just doing really cool stuff, would meet at our tables, and I would get to know them. And my job just became a glorified networker, right? Like, so somebody would come to me and say, Matt, I'm really thinking about doing this. And it's like, oh, well, you need to talk to so-and-so.
The podcast became a great way to take the people who Matt was meeting and introduce them to the entire community.
Well, Mark, welcome to the podcast.
One goal is to spread the word about what they're working on or hoping to do. Matt has been doing the podcast for a couple of years. You can find guests from Mark McKnight, who went from Rock Creek to start up Roots Rated and is now the president of Reflection Writing, or Police Chief David Roddy. Matt has also done a whole series this year with people running for local office.
Because we really believe that if people are connected and informed about what's happening in their city, they can get involved, they can get excited about that, and they're just going to love where they live.
The Camp and Camp House is an acronym that stands for Coffee, Art, Music, People. Matt says the goal of the Camp House is the same goal for the podcast. Matt Busby explained how everything the Camp House is doing is connected: the coffee shop, the podcast, and the ministry.
Genesis 1, we believe God is honored in good human culture. When you read Genesis 1 and you ask, why did God create humanity? He created humanity in his own image in order that they may, bring order to creation. And if that's true, then that means human culture is fundamentally good. And so we want to be about creating and cultivating good culture and community in the city of Chattanooga.
Josh Rowe, News Channel 9.
The coffee looks good, too. Matt says one major goal with this podcast is he wants the people in the city of Chattanooga to hear the voice of